Hello, I'm back to review with more creepy ass stories from my childhood. If you enjoyed the last few videos, if I end up doing more of these, just know that they probably won't all be creepy, but for now we're on the creepy vibe, we're on the creepy train. I'm having all these memories resurface from my childhood, and I'm here to share them with my community, and if you happen to be coming from the outside, welcome! And I hope you enjoy these tales. They are very true. I'm not saying there are people in the great beyond. I'm not saying there aren't. I'm just saying that I have had these experiences and take from this video what you will. I grew up in England, a little backstory. I grew up in England, a land steeped in history and bloody warfare. And just generally it's old and a bit creepy. And I sometimes get these vibes and these feelings which I never tell anyone about at the time, but later are confirmed to be something that other people have also experienced. I have no idea on the history. Sometimes the building's just creepy and I understand that, but these are a little different. So, allow me to tell you see, like I said, these videos are scripted. I'm literally saying them from memory. So, there we go. I can't get more raw than this. I don't even know if I told you guys yet. But because I have restarted a couple of times because I want to make sure that I get the intro, at least fill you guys in with our map. If you want to have a bit more history, I have other videos that you can watch. But for now, please sit back as I tell you about the time I rewaxed a floor in a hospital. So, I'm not gonna give too much information, for this is where I grew up, and I occasionally go back to visit. But let's just say, it's England. It's an old-ass hospital, okay? It's been renovated. So for those of you who don't know, you know, England has these old buildings, and they were built for short people, and I'm short, so it works for me, but, you know, it was built for a time when people were just generally shorter, so, and, like, you know, houses were just smaller because they couldn't build them any bigger. So, yeah, hospitals, been expanded upon for years. Everything's like a network of tunnels over there, like, I believe my dad called them warrens, like, the houses we live in, it's like navigating a little warren. Like, America open plan, England Warren. But anyway, so this hospital has had like many extensions, you know, like pregnancy ward, whatever, over the years. And my parents ran a carpet cleaning commercial company, and one of their things was to re-wax the hospital floor. So that basically means stripping the old layer off and putting a fresh layer on, and of course, being a teenager and jobless, they were like, alright, you're being drafted. I'm like, cool. So, creepy, old-ass English hospital, bad enough. I hate hospitals. I don't really need to explain why. Hospitals, sad places, they can be happy, but mostly sad people are, I hate them. I don't like going into them. Whatever. And this is at night, by the way. We work through the night because obviously it's busier in the day. So, all these corridors in this hospital are like, you could stand two, like, grown-ass men with their arms out straight, and you could probably just get two of them. That's how wide a lot of these hallways are. Maybe 2.5 if you're feeling crazy with it. So, narrow-ass corridors, dark at night. Not all of them are lit because a lot of them are being used. So I'm gonna start out in this one hallway. Obviously I didn't do the entire hospital, just putting that out there. I just went there for a couple of nights. But anyway, so, and I did get paid. Just putting that out there too. And, so, down, like, we're on this long-ass corridor. It's like, let's just say it's a cross shape for now. And, we're down one end of the cross, and you can see down this hallway, nobody really goes. And I'm getting that creepy vibe that there's something down there, but it's not, like, a crazy, I don't want to go down there vibe. It's just, like, that hallway kind of weird. I'm not about to go down there. Like, there was no real reason to go down there anyway. Occasionally you'd see, like, a kid or whatever just hanging out down there. But other than that, nobody really went down there. And it was super weird. And of course, by the time it got dark, the feeling was worse, but we never had to go down there. So that was fine. Also something that was quite jarring for me. Obviously it's a hospital. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe 14, 15. I don't remember. I was younger. They were carting the dead bodies by us every so often, and that was horrifying at night. Not gonna lie. Like, I guess it's a hospital, it happens, but you know, I'm not used to that. So I kind of just blocked that out. Obviously, they were like covered up and everything, but like it was kind of jarring. You're just like working, and they just casually walk by, cruising a dead body and all. And it's also like winter time, so it's cold as hell. So it makes it even worse. So like we're in this hospital, creepy at night. So far I know you guys are like, well, whatever. These are just feelings. Don't worry, I'm saving the best corridor for last. So we go to the other area, which I think is the pregnancy, like near the pregnancy ward. And I get the same feeling in this one corridor, but it's like 8 times worse. And I'm like, I'm not going in there. I'm sorry. Like I said to my dad, like I never say anything to my parents about this, by the way. I'm just like, look, something is really weird about the hallway. I'm sorry, but I'm not going in there. And he's like, yeah, a lot of people say that. And I don't really get it. Because my parents like never have this problem. So that's why I never really said anything. I just kind of brushed it off as me being stupid. So that was the thing. And then I would obviously mention it to others. They'd be like, yeah, I hate this corridor too. It's like, it's like really weird. Something's off here. It's like something about the baby ward. It's just creepy, man. I don't think they were like bored yet. It was like, I'm trying to remember. I think it was just like the way they went with their pregante. They like didn't have the babies here. It was just like, it was weird, man. It was weird. And like I said, all these corridors are narrow and everything has weird lighting because it's like an old hospital, but modernized. Like, we're not like heathens. But the lighting's always weird in British buildings, which makes it worse. Alright. So, TLDR, a lot of these places in this hospital, I would go and have this feeling that I was being watched / not welcome. It's kind of a feeling. It's not paralyzing for me, but it is like someone's hard staring at me. And like, if I hang out for too long or acknowledge it, I feel like that is not a road I want to go down, which is why I often just brush it off and just pretend I don't acknowledge. Just don't acknowledge it. It's not there. So, let's get down to the juicy part. So, I was buffering this corridor. It's a little hard for me to explain because it goes around the parking lot. So, imagine a big straight line. You can see all the way down the hall. There's doors off to the side. And like 1 or 2 corridors that jut out to the side. Like, you can see everything, right? So I'm walking down this corridor towards it's a little turn-off tunnel that goes through the parking lot. In England, they have a lot of covered areas because obviously it rains all the fucking time. So this little narrow tunnel, it's narrower than the hall. So like maybe 1.5 people. And then towards the end, it gets even narrower and goes off into a corner. So like, imagine an L, and then at the bottom of the short part of the L, you know what I mean? It juts off again to like a small little area of offices. Now all these office doors are like open, okay? So the only exit is maybe 2 doors that look like they have locks on. And these are heavy ass doors. So if they open a door, it's loud, it's creaky, it's gonna make a big crashing noise. And then you got into this tunnel and there's 1 door either side, so you get to either side of the parking lot. Very old, very rickety, very creaky. So, it's just me and this one woman walking down a hallway. I'm maybe like 20 paces behind her. Like, we're not that far behind. Like, I'm not that far behind. She is in front of me. Her shoes are loud. Like, she got high heels on, alright? And I'm alone. It's just me. I don't know why I separated from the group, but I did. I don't remember. So, I'm following her. Everything is normal, right? She's got loud heels on. I can hear her. She rounds the corner. I can still hear the shoes. I follow her, and like I said, I'm pretty much directly behind her. Like, I'm trying not to follow too fast because I don't want to be weird. She goes down that tube with the 2 doors. that she could possibly leave through. I walk around the corner, the heel sounds have gone. She is not there. I'm like, all right, maybe she just went around the corner to the offices. Now there, I have a coworker there, and again, these are my parents. I am their child. If they want to like scare me, I don't think it's likely, but I'm not putting it like out there. So I go down the corridor, I look around the corner, she should be there. Like, these office doors are all open. I'm looking around, he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, did a woman just come by here with like heels on? She's like tall, kind of skinny. He's like, no, but we often hear like footsteps around here and then they'll just disappear. We just kind of get on with our job. We don't really think about it. I'm like, oh, what? So yeah, I naturally just am looking for this woman everywhere. I cannot find her. I did not hear the door. I was just like, why? So, yeah, I didn't really ask too many other people, but that was creepy. Which is why I say, take away from these stories what you will. If people enjoy this little series that I'm doing, I have a couple more spooky scaries, but it's not like this happened to me on a daily. But these are some tales. There's creepy things that happened to me that I cannot explain. And I would, like I said, I've never really told anyone about these because I just kind of felt like, well, this just like not acknowledge these, but whenever I tell these stories, my community is at least invested. So, if nothing else, they make for fun stories, a little spooky scary, even though we're past spooky scary season, they're still fun to tell. And I hope you enjoyed my spooky story. If you want to hear about the time I stayed at my cousin's house, I also have a video for that, and a dream that kind of kickstarted this whole venture off. But yeah, it's their experiences, and that's all I really have to say. So, I don't have a fun lore drop this time. I had one at the end of the last video. Let's see. Just let me think for a minute. I told you guys that I grew up near a graveyard, right? I was like a house more away, so I wasn't directly on top of it, but then there's little houses that were directly on top of it. So I went over to a acquaintance house, like, you know, one of the kids from my school, and we were in there like briefly, just in the kitchen, and it felt all kinds of off. And every house in our area, in that area, just like, I occasionally went into these houses and I just feel like, whoa. But our house, pretty chill. Pretty chill, thankfully. I suppose a weird lore drop would be that I had to have a light on in the hallway of our house, not because I was scared of the dark. I was more scared of like what was lurking in there, but I had to have it on for quite some time. But my main reason was, if I had to get up for the bathroom, I was like way at the end of the hallway and I couldn't fucking see. And eventually they put a street light outside my window and I was like, alright, cool. But this corridor was so narrow and we had this banister that had like gaps in it and I was like so afraid of like busting ass. So there we go. Fun. I hope you enjoyed my creepy hospital story. I don't think anything else really happened there. But know that it happened. It was super creepy. And I have nothing else to add in this video. So, bye. Sorry, I kind of messed it up. My voice kind of died because I literally just woke up after like not sleeping. Let me try that again. Bye.